Salon Brush there, 3 guys to hit it. Alright. 3 buying points today. This is great. Oh, look at this. It's coming at perfect time. Oh, I can't say those words. Feel me anything with dread. I never called you Johnny. Yeah, of course, don't. Anyway, what I was saying. Have you guys doing Dream to especially? Yeah, of course we do. We have the Manju Eastern Confectionery at Mexican 5 brought here. I may have been the one who decided is a village, especially, but this is final decision. Alright, bitch. We're gonna make, alright, right here. Here's the We're going very important ingredient to make it. I can't get my hands on which one. Azuki beans. Well, I can see why you're not exactly knowing here. Well, knowing Empire. This might be pretty difficult, but I guess you had to do. Alright, I'll take some Manju. I'll give it a shot. Somewhere's bound to have to go one for one. So the best place to start with some people who do a lot of yeah, good luck research. Yeah. Here you go. Anything read if I can. Hey, hello there. Please follow. How you doing?
Right.
I never seen Venom has lost any of his spark, even though we really had our work cut out for us. Dr. Nora, I'm glad we managed to resolve trouble here. Speaking of Nora, I tried to ask. Do you know anything about the Altina girl? Like, why she and Venom both have the word published in the same last name? I do. Unfortunately, all of my information property of the intelligence division and such as my shell. But the blunt telling you would only serve to confuse you. And can't afford to have your mind anywhere else right now. Fair point. Oh, we gotta whisper about. Oh, wait. That's what's going on here. You hush whisper saying close or together. You two are dating, aren't you? Excuse me? Is that just a dating? Putting those question on saying skills, I'm glad to share on you. Provide about as practice down from outside players too, which means we're safe now for now. Should you arrest that ring? What's the hard? Oh shit. Pure Chronicle 2. Breaking the normal alliance force keep waiting. The alliance's work to eliminate rebellious elements all over the country is proceeding smoothly. Very smoothly, in fact, that Blake's picture now is reporting that 60% of the country is now under their control. In order to interview someone on the ground on Western Front about an ongoing battle. Staying in their base, it was easy to go run by the sight of countless sold-off and state-of-the-art military airships lined up. I heard much about how superior the Double Alliance forces were to the rebels in terms of the quality and amount of weaponry and vehicles they have, but seeing them all in person, I finally understood that all I'd heard was completely true. The commanding officer I spoke to had inspiring words about the war itself as well. The armed divisions of the former Imperial Army may have been elite, but they no longer have a good reason cause to fight for. That are simply disorganized rabble. Furthermore, the beloved General Aurelia LeGlynn and Brigadier General Wallace Bardius are both heroically fighting on the front lines with their armies at their side. Needless to say, morale is astonishingly high. We, however, do have a good cause to fight for, and because of that, the commanding officer continued. There is no chance to be defeated. This is for the future. The Alliance forces seem to have every intention of following through on their mission to wipe out the rebels. With most of their numbers already defeated, the former Imperial Army soldiers remaining have spread throughout the land, and many areas are working with other fucking rebels to work some public order. I think I speak for everyone in saying that the complete elimination of such soldiers can't come soon enough. Side, former General Regan is formally arrested. The former Imperial Governor of Heimdall, Karl Regan, had already been apprehended on suspicion of treason, but he now is arrested as well, increasing evidence proves his guilt. His arrest means that now, oh shit. Okay, yeah, I read that. Okay. Chicken Panther rule tours the nation. The Noble Alliance faction of Panther rule will reportedly be making a tour of the nation in order to help quell the fear that has been building across the empire during these fragile times. I can't help but feel fortunate that citizens all across everyone will be given the chance to bear witness to His Majesty as well as how even midst of war. Those lines has taken the time to care for the well-being of those caught up in it, step towards ending the war. It's possible that the Panther Rules tour may play a vital part in bringing the war to a conclusion. The Noble Alliance has been in a hurry to end it, making it a distinct possibility that this latest development may have another purpose beyond finally giving our fellow airborne countrymen a reason to celebrate. One noble from Lamar province certainly thinks so, telling us such a tour is sure to raise morale among his alliance troops. I wouldn't be at all surprised if it resulted in accelerated victories across the country. Will the Imperial family be on board? A small number of reports have been suggested that, in addition to Noble Alliance Supreme Commander Duke Kaya and Chief of Staff Lord Rufus Alperia, members of the Imperial family will be on board a flagship during the tour as well. All evidence has pointed towards them resting privately until now, but this may prove to be an opportunity for them to speak and calm the men and women of the nation. They may only recently be the victims of rebellion by their subjects. We in Imperial Chronicle wouldn't blame the Imperial family for being disappointed in the rebels, but perhaps they may even use this chance to demonstrate their boundless love for their people and call upon the rebels to surrender. The nation's economy is stabilizing. The nation's economy has been in chaos for some time due to goods being unable to move freely around the country. But the Ministry of Finance has announced a gradual improvement to the situation as more regions come under the No Alliance wing. They could not, however, rule out the possibility of additional wartime tactics, leading to cries of despair from certain parts of the citizenry, breaking another battle in the West. Western Rebellion has been a hotbed for conflict since the beginning of the war. But the Noble Alliance forces that have worn the coast of the Lamar province is likely to soon become considered to be another large-scale battle. Upon reaching out for comment, a spokesman for the Alliance forces said, several rebel forces have joined together and seem to be planning to launch an attack against us. We intend to dispatch them all with our military strength. We strongly recommend that residents in those areas evacuate as soon as possible. A strange night appeared in the west. We have received reports that a cruising provincial army clashed with a mysterious large weapon resembling the Alliance's own Azure Knight. The Alliance believes it to be a pure imitation of the Azure Knight and is crucially scary while trying to pinpoint its current whereabouts. Talking about Rean. Valmar is badass. Gambler Jack 2 sequel, Chapter 5, Daily Life. Yeah. The truth was, he had been too afraid to ask, but he assumed that Nikki must be Leonard's lover. Seeing her at the finish line in the last straight, he had found himself not wanting to embarrass Leonard in front of her, causing him to subconsciously hold back. In addition, Jack hated being the focus of Leonard's attention. King had always favored Jack, seeing more potential within him than his other student, a fact that filled Leonard with envy and resentment. Since this, Jack had begun to hold back whenever he was forced to compete against Leonard. I tell you that infuriated Leonard to no end. To him, Jack's behavior was nothing less than arrogance. Leonard clenched his teeth in anger, biting back further commentary on the race. 3 days passed since the race. Jack and Hal were both back in the bar, whiling away the time the same way as always. In Hal's case, this made working hard, taking orders and carrying drinks. In Jack's event, sleeping in his room behind the bar well into the day. Contrary to his appearance and indolent schedule, Jack was actually a man of ancient house. Thanks to the kindness of the bar's owner, he effectively ended up its living gambler. Something Jack was actually quite proud of. He was also charismatic enough to keep the more rowdy clientele in check, although how much they actually liked him was a question only they knew the answer to. The situation had changed somewhat since Hallie's arrival. However, Jack was still the bar's resident grifter, and his position relative to his other customers the same as ever. Hallie was clearly on a level above Jack, carefully manipulating him into doing whatever she wanted him to do. It was an endeavor that she had the support of the punks out there in doing, too. In other words, Hallie was now the one in charge. Jack, she called. The owner needs you to go and buy some greens for him. She got a yawn in response in a muzzy, huh? Why do I got it? Those who don't work don't eat. Don't get to eat. That's the way of the world. So go on. Time for you to do some work too. Ugh, he groaned. Right from the room, just you wait. And unless obey instructions of the girl 15 years his junior. Despite his protest, he wasn't entirely opposed to doing what she asked. What he was opposed to was the smart-ass grin on the fucking face of the punks following the exchange. He glared at the punk as he passed. What are you looking at? Jack. Fine. He growled and resigned to the inevitable set-off. The battered door of the bar gave it a familiar shriek as he passed through it. No sooner had he left the door out another shriek. One could only assume if the owner didn't have the money to get a new one fitted, or he had decided it was actually quite convenient as doorbell of sorts. Heralding the arrival of a new customer, this particular caller couldn't possibly have been more out of place, but other than Nikki, the actress. Interesting.
did it!
That boy wouldn't feel right if some year could handle that course. Ooh, hair. Oh. Pretty useless ability. Sheriff's kind enough to give us the official overseer approval on Ymir's sufficiency. They might be number one on the guild's list of enemies, but everything I've seen out of her is road trust. Still, the more time back the grimmer situation here in the Empire gets, maybe it's time for me to square things up with the gods just in case. The prayer couldn't hurt me, but I should join them. If you're heading out to pray, I'll be happy to join you. That's nice. Nice to have some company. That's something I want to talk to you about anyway, so I guess God's smiling on me. What would that be? Kind of starts wanting to come and pray all of a sudden. You know, really something that's kind of much for Rose, man. Well, it's because I'm not really. I only come to church to pray for big jobs. We're probably here today then. You even need to ask, bastard. I wanted to pray for you kids' futures as well as future for all in the Embrace Guild. Both the Ados and my other goddess. Oh, who's the other guys? And it kind of embarrassing question to answer, so to tell you the truth, she's the woman who sent me on the road to become an Embracer. It all started back in the day when I was working for old Mick. I ended up getting caught in some trouble involving an artifact, you see, and she's the one who helped me get through it all. You know, you might ask what kind of trouble. Let's just say that's one experience I'll bet never live. I was pretty skilled with arts even back then, but she hadn't come when she did, I'd have been a goner. She's tad on the violent side, though. The kind of person who could take out a whole day course with bare hands. I think a tad might be putting it lightly. Still, that was how we met and how she saw potential when I came to arts. It's where I ended up finding my true calling. I threw all the alias I've been using up to that point and just became 12-ball Rean or the Embracer, and that's how I'm going to stay. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is people at the end of the day are just some of their experiences. There's obviously a lot you don't know about your past, but that's not what defines who you are. What does define you are the choices you make, the paths you choose, and what I think of 12-ball. Well, anyway, you got still more of your classmates to find. Even then, you still got plenty of time to find exactly what it is you want to do in your life. If you ever need any advice, you can always come talk to me. Thanks, Tobal. I have no idea what I want to do after all of us meet or after this war's over, but only by the end of it, I'll have a better idea. Oh, there we go. You know, I love you all. It has arch delay. Sharon wants to do some clipping later. I'm here talking with some ingredients. Yes, yourself that would be nice and interest for your dad too. Thank you for doing this. That's exhausted every time to the north, so try and get some rest again. Thank you, maybe I will. You know, the footbaths I passed on the way here might be a good way to do that. I haven't used it since our trip, so maybe I could do a little dip. I couldn't join you. That sounds good. Can I come with? More the merrier. Let me just finish up my shopping and we can head over. After Rean helped us carry purchase back home too, they made their way over to the footpath. It's a warm coat coursing through the horrible ice. It feels like my exhaustion just melted away. Yeah, the footbath is all nice all year round, but it's really something special during winter. And last time we were here, it was still early fall, so I imagine you feel the difference too. I can't actually. I think it was winter when I came here with my family as a little girl too. Yeah, you mentioned last time we were here that you've been here with your family. Do you remember how long ago? Well, my father was still alive, so it was around 9 years ago, I suppose. It was Grandpa's lady bring us all here. Just was back. Of course, Sharon joined our family too. It sounds exactly like something he'd suggest. If it was 9 years ago, that'd make it a few years or so after my dad adopted me. How funny would it be if we actually bumped into each other back when we were kids? We couldn't stay for long since everyone was really busy with work at the time. But I'll treasure the memory forever. The whole family together laughing and smiling, father and mother on my side. It's amazing how much he changed in 9 years. Everything is completely different now. We're everyone in home. I just hope mother's alright, whatever he is now. Give me a minute. A minute for what? What's this? It's called a happiness carrot. They're seeing as kind of good luck charm around here. Normally you put more effort into making one of these and use different tiers, but this will do for now. Oh, it's a little sweet thing, isn't it? I know, right? When we were kids, at least, used to always make one for me whenever she thought I was down. Oh, sorry, you must be as worried about her as I am about mother. I'm sure she's just fine. That's what I'm choosing to believe. So just try and believe what your mom is fine too. I'm sure you'll be running for her before long. She'll give a vote. Yeah, I won't. Come on, don't cry. Just to cheer you up. Don't worry, you. Wait, what's that? I remember I came when I was a little girl. Alyssa? Sorry. I guess it's a little hard to think something like this would cheer you up. No, that's not it at all. Thanks for correcting me. I won't give up, and I'll keep believing that we'll both be united with our families for long. That's what I like to hear. Yeah. Why are you doing the cooking, Sharon? I thought it might be the best way to make myself useful. Larry Schwarzer and I have been plotting out all sorts of culinary contests that could aid with your father's recovery. She was struggling coming from the kitchen. I never gave much thought before, but seeing that and Ouroboros and force staying in my house is kind of weird. Something the matter, Rean? Can I make you a favorite dish or something of the sort? Lady Liz is out shopping for ingredients at the moment, so it's not too late to put in any special request. I would gladly have leave deciding the dinner menu to the two of you. You would be just like a married couple. Whoever you want will be just fine. I don't know why I'm wasting my time worrying about her past. She's still our Sharon and our house she worked for. Well, I've got in my mind though. I should take time to ask her more about Ouroboros. Just kind of out of the blue, but would you mind telling me a bit more about Ouroboros if you can anyway? I feel like I should learn as much about them as possible since we're almost definitely going to face off again. Goodness. Would you like me to accompany? Would you like to accompany me to Mountain Path again? I mean, sure, but why? You'll see when I get there. Though, if you need some time to get ready, I can wait. Oh, it didn't. Oh, yeah, he's bringing me here for Sharon. There's something here that I'm not seeing. Oh, this should be far enough from the village. We don't want to cause any trouble for anyone. What are you doing? Please try your blade, Master Rean. Allow me to take this opportunity to give you a little due practice. Practice where did this come from? I'm sure you need me informing you of this, but Ouroboros has chosen to support the Noble Alliance in their efforts. The agents assisting them are incredibly powerful and skilled, much like the Phantom Thief. They're all that powerful. So choose to find the way you classify as good, and the side of Ouroboros is nothing short of evil. Trying to fight evil such as that is pure on hell is pure folly. Find two in part of side. Perhaps by finding me, you discover something that will help you stand up to him. And I think that will be far more useful to you than simply or information about the group that may serve no purpose. I see. Alright then, I accept your challenge. Going back, Master Rean, I need to see what you're truly capable of. Sharon showed no mercy to reach the full my permitting skills, and he so valiant by opening to mount and countering, barely enduring her all in sight. Gee, that was wonderful. It takes some impressive skill to be able to catch one of my steel wires in such a short period of time. I was only going to catch the one though. If this had been a real common situation and you were fighting to kill, I would have been torn to shreds long before that. Oh, that may well be true. Still, you determinedly tried to find a way to turn overwhelming odds in your favor, never once giving up. Seeing that was enough to make me believe this practice was not in vain. If I ask you a question, why do you do so much to help us when you're supposedly still Ouroboros? It seems strange to be trained on how to fight against their members by someone who's part of a group. Of course, the Ouroboros are granted a certain degree of freedom in what we do. I simply exercise the freedom to choose serving yourselves and your Rhineford family over Ouroboros. Though the fact that I am a member of the side does not change, of course. That clears approximately nothing for me. At the very least, I can assure you that you have nothing to worry about. Until this reaches a conclusion, I'll fight alongside you and your classmates, I promise. My love and devotion are with only Lady Lisa, but with each and every one of you. I'm sure that the goddess I'll overtake and fight for you for all that I am. Thank you. We'll be counting on you, Sharon, always. Nothing will make me happier. That was something. Their conversation over, Sharon gave Rean first aid for injuries he had sustained during the bout, and together they have returned her. See him here. Let's be, I found a training cook reward, and now that you exile, you should eat something, you should take a rest. Never spoil your appetite, it's not a course. No, nothing will spoil your appetite for Chinese dinner, of course. Nothing else will spoil your appetite for Chinese dinner, of course. Yeah. That was tough. Yeah, maybe my. So.
All right, I'll give it a try. A delicacy straight from Nord.
Okay, I'll take a crack at it. What happened here?
Let's get started. This looks delicious.
You know, I don't think Sharon would have anything bad to cook.
This spot looks perfect for... Caught one. Chance. What's my turn? Marcus, activate.
With pleasure. This won't take long. Shadow, I can do this.
Shit.
It's my turn. There!
Snowrat monster that lives in cold regions makes its nest under piled up snow. Uses says snow to repel foes.
My turn. There! Now's our chance. Here. Even the winds would be impressed. We all...
Holy fucking shit. Hell no.
This spot looks perfect for fishing.
Maybe into that.
Huh.
You fuck psycho.
Not bad. Not what I had in mind. Not what I had in mind.
So you're still angry now, are you? It's called celebration. Well, if you consider me giving you more honest, straightforward celebration, if I saw one of these items brand new rod, try to get an aim for roasting roll. I think I'll do that. Thank you, go. Excuse me, Warner. Would you mind if I ask you a question? Of course, I ask you later. Oh, I started to do using occasion Pearson. They have this unique flavor and texture. It makes requires very interesting certain dishes. Fortunately, wild monkeys broke into the outdoor store I was made off my entire supply. How unfortunate does that happen from time to time? As far, I suppose, as far as living in the mountains, I suppose. Well, tell me, I'll try and find one else. I know someone else who may be a big confectionery. So I'll ask them if there's any beans. Draws a fan making sweets. Maybe he has one of those leafy beans. Throw a shot at least. Remember some of those? I do use them very often. Yeah, he loves those things in paste form. Do you have any on hand? Afraid not. I did have some, but they were sold with some wild monkeys the other day. Like those same monkeys at a wing storehouse. They probably got a taste of them now. And then you mark there with luck in them future. I'm thinking I do know someplace looking. A while back, his beanbag split open and was full of zippy beans too, and went everywhere. Right here, Luke has one of the ones that gave her some replacement. Maybe he's got some left. He's not someone I would have thought, but it sounds like as good a way as me. I'll try asking. Hey, do you have a minute? Hey, what's up? That's an embarrassing question. I'm sure you know how my mom was when I got hired earlier this year, right? She couldn't stop on, so sadly she went out and made side candies to celebrate. She overdid it, of course. We ended up with more little beans in the house than we know what to do with. I forgot all about that. She only bucked out cycling and stuff worked up before. I think I could take a few extra. Actually, Lisa was looking around for some too. Sorry, Rean. I ended up giving the last bit to her. So at least that's fine. I gave a bunch to her though, so she might still have some few left. I'm sure she'd give you some if you asked. Yeah, eventually the trip. Okay, I'm over time. Of course. What can I help you with? I do hope. I have an interest in after hearing how it's an easy that you repelling properties. But after looking into them some more, I found out they're also very nutritious. Perhaps origin releases they repel evil. In fact, they help you keep you healthy and best repel evil in that sense. However, Nara and I have started putting them in our oatmeal for that very reason. Oh, really? Amazing how many things to do with zucchini beans. Do you happen to have any left over? Would you mind sharing with me? No, not at all. Oh, hold on, I'll go get some. We have plenty left in our storehouse. Storehouse is not outside, is it? Yeah. I have a bad feeling about this. We should hurry. I'm coming with you. It looks like the lock's still fine, but there you are. Yeah. Let's keep him away for a while. Man, I was very impressed. That's a good game for your train. I didn't do anything special, really. But it's probably, I suggest you keep greeting that monster life with joy locked indoors in the future. Your arm's here. Hey, but first, I should give you those league beans that you want, shouldn't I? Thanks. Let's see if I manage to find some beans for you. Yes, like so, I don't count on you. I'm just glad that effort's going to pay off. You know, they say that the more trouble you go through, the dumber is better off in your later life. Anyway, having time to enjoy some manju. You're going to make it up now? So being first soak the beans in water, then when they're soft, you boil them like so. Then you add some sugar, boil them a bit more, and then eat them thrills. And I really need to be here first. There you go. Make sure you share them with anyone. It's good, it's awesome. Well, I guess it's worth helping out. Yeah. Yeah, we're minded. Should I go rest in my room now?
Oh, you went up a rank. Here's a little something from the guild. Nice work. You should be proud of yourself.
That's nice. Good morning, everyone. Did you sleep well? I did, thank you. I can speak for everyone when I say that was just what we needed to take on today. Breakfast was delicious too. Kind of jealous of you, Rean. Really? Women Potts not for sharing. She's been an incredible help these past couple days. She even taught me a few neat tricks in the kitchen. All this cooking's been very fun for her around. The pleasure is all mine. This has been a wonderful opportunity to learn more about local dishes. I simply can't wait to treat each and every one of you to the new recipes I've picked up after some additional practice. I doubt you even need to practice sharing. Don't forget that this isn't your home, okay? No restricting your bounds. Tehiba, of course. Incidentally, how is Baron Schwarzer? If this reason was to see him up and about again, he doesn't seem to be back to his old self yet. I'm afraid not, and you wouldn't be the only one who's noticed either. Father Bernard said as much when he came by as well. For now, he needs to focus on getting the shrinks back. I'm going to take things one step at a time. As long as he eats well, gets plenty of rest, I'm told he'll be fine. Glad to hear it. Just please tell him not to try and rush things. You know how he is, Mama. No, you tell me I heard you just fine myself. shouldn't you be rushing on? And what did I literally just say? You should get back to bed, Dad. No worry. My injuries have entirely closed at this point, so a trip down the stairs won't kill me. If anything, I'm a bit unsteady on my feet after all that sleeping. But you can't fault me for wanting to see my son and his friends off, can you? You can forgive your old man for playing tough just once. Well, vicious just once, if you must. You can clearly see who Rean takes after. Ain't that the truth? I doubt for a moment that you'll find your classmates bringing back your sickling. So go out there and do it. Go and walk the path that you want to take through these turbulent times. You may not know what path that is just yet. So long as you're together, you'll find something to guide you in the right direction. Thanks, Dad. I'll be back before you know it. Until then, I leave everything here in your capable hands. I won't let you down. Good luck, son. Shall we get going? We're gonna see the valley at the end of the valley, right? Yeah, we need to use the spirit path again to travel, and that's our way in. Let me just figure out who's going to be with us this time too. And I'll just make you, Master Rean. Yeah, I agree. Let's make sure we've taken care of everything we need to before hang off. Roger. Shit. Yeah, I think Sharon will be a good fit. All right. So, our first one, guys. Brent 3 up. Peace, Wilkie. And then we'll see you later. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.